Dear Dr. Capel, I hope the first few weeks of school are going smoothly and are off to a great start. During this semester and throughout this year, I will be integrating new technology techniques and learning how to incorporate technology in the classroom. I've been doing a lot of research on technology and using different resources to structure my classroom. We will oftentimes use technology in the classroom and for at-home assignments as well. One of the biggest tools to technology is email. It is a quick and efficient way to communicate professionally amongst faculty, parents, and students as well. Like previously stated, email is a vital tool and not just in education. It is very important in any field you may be working in, so it is crucial to learn the ins and outs. An email is not the same as a text message. When sending an email, it is important to use proper grammar and complete sentences, unlike when sending a text message. Make sure to read over your email before you send it. For example, the reply all button is not an appropriate tool to use if you are asking a question directed towards one individual. Another tip is to make sure the message is simple and clear. When typing an email, you're not writing the person a book. It is used for quick and precise communication. Lastly, use a subject line to grab the attention of who the email is being sent to. Not using subject lines is unprofessional and a simple mishap that makes the message less important. During this email, I will also be discussing some of the ISTE standards for both students and teachers. I will be discussing a few that I find easy for students and teachers to grasp, and a few that might be more difficult to accomplish. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. ISTE. This is the easy one for the student. Creative Communicator. Student Standard 6A. Students choose the appropriate platforms and tools for meeting the desired objectives of their creation or communication. I think this would be the rationale behind this is I think this would be an easier concept and objective for students to grasp. Simply picking the best tool to communicate based on the situation is a simple yet useful skill. Using an email to communicate with your professor, for example, or using Google Docs for a paper would be the best choice. And then the ISTE student difficult standard, Digital Citizen, Standard 2B. Students engage in positive, safe, legal, and ethical behavior when using technology, including social interactions online or when using network devices. The rationale behind this is I believe this standard is slightly more difficult to complete and be proficient in because of the access the students have. They have access to all this negativity on their social media platforms, so it is all they may know to do on theirs. I also believe it has such a big impact on the future of the students during job interviews and even social selections for college. So it is very important to school selections, for college. So it is very important to fully understand and master this objective. And then some standards for the educator, the ISTE Educator Easy Standard, Leader, Standard 2B. Advocate for equitable access to educational technology, digital content, and learning opportunities to meet the diverse needs of all students. As an educator, you should always advocate for equitable access to anything that is going to benefit the students' needs. You should always be doing everything you can to meet the diverse needs of the students in your classroom. Most of us in this profession have already feel this way, so this standard should be an easy objective to complete and fully understand. And then the ISTE Educator Difficult Standard, Collaborator, Standard 4C. Using collaborative tools to expand students' authentic real-world learning experiences by engaging virtually with experts, teams, and students locally and globally. The rationale behind this is this standard is very difficult for several reasons. The first being communication and collaborating with a team of people may be one of the biggest skills a student will have to learn and adapt throughout life. Communication is constantly changing, and there's so many different platforms you can communicate by. So this may be a hard standard to complete and fully understand, even for the professional that is still learning new things every day. As a teacher, you're going to learn new ways to communicate almost every day and how to approach those and have to teach your students that, especially with a new technology that comes out very, very quick every day. Also, finding time to have engaging activities with the experts and teams may be hard to work around a teacher's schedule. If you're having guest speakers or anything on the Zoom call that requires another person or multiple people to be there at the same time, might be conflicting with each schedule. My information is here at the bottom. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me.